All right, day 2. If you haven't seen episode 1, I definitely recommend starting there because you get a little bit more explanation in terms of what's going on. But that said, it's not important. You can definitely still watch this episode and follow everything, but there's just a little bit more explanation there. There we explored Yoyogi Park and Shinjuku, like the Korean district, and also a bit of Kabukicho. Today we are going to Asakusa, which is one of the more famous tourist destinations. I'm kind of hoping that there's going to be less of a crowd there today because of the fact that tourism is on the low for obvious reasons. So let's figure out what film we're shooting. This will do. So we got our rolls here. Okay, well that should be easy. We're doing Scenic Still 50D in Asakusa. 50D is one of those just absolutely gorgeous films, so I think Asakusa will fit this really, really well, and we have a bright sunny day, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, well, let's get going. We are in Asakusa. I had some coffee and some breakfast because yesterday I didn't really eat anything all day, and as a result I was exhausted. We are going to go over to Sensoji over here. An issue I ran into yesterday is that in these historical shrines and places like this, they don't allow tripods for photography. So as a result, I'm going to be sticking to my phone and just taking photos on the way. We'll just spend a little bit of time in Sensoji. It's probably going to be really busy anyway. And then after that, we will start walking around Asakusa and just see what we can get. Let's go check out Sensoji. One challenge, completely separate challenge from what I set out for, is that I have a really hard time photographing areas where like a lot of people are. What is there to photograph that hasn't been seen? You know, like what is there to photograph that doesn't just feel like a tourist photo? I'm so glad that those rules exist because there's no way that I would be able to use a tripod anyway. So now I'm going to stick to the tripod and get a little bit more run and gun footage, kind of like what I did yesterday in Kabukicho. And I did run into an issue with my camera, which I've been having off and on, where the first frame just gets skipped. So unfortunately I lost a frame there, and now we're up to, I wanna say, let's see. Okay, yeah, we are on exposure 8. So that means that we only have 4 more shots left, assuming that we don't miss any. That might be okay because I'm gonna try to make it quick through Asakusa, because as the day has progressed, it has just gotten more and more packed. And I'm feeling like it's gonna be less likely that I'll be able to use the tripod at all and really be able to get any clean shots anywhere because there are so many people. So let's continue exploring Asakusa and see where the rest of the day takes us. I think I'm gonna have the most luck with the 50D, getting some of these shots with like signs and things like that, because those are going to be where things really stand out. So let's see if I'm correct in that. One of the challenges of shooting this 50D is that as soon as the sun goes away, there's almost not enough light to shoot. This area is tough because there's so many people that I have to time it perfectly between people walking by. I'm really loving the color here, like the turquoise, and I think it's gonna look really good with the 50D. And once again, I am as wide open with the Rollie as I can possibly be. So let's get this. Okay. We'll see. I have another alley, and I love these small alleys. So I think I'm gonna grab this quick. Oh my God, and it's women in kimono. Okay. So I think what is interesting about this is the fact that there's this kind of traditional architecture next to a theme park, and it looks like it might be like reproduction traditional architecture, but it's still just a funny contrast to me, or interesting. Maybe funny is not the right word. And I think what I'm gonna do, I don't love this though, which is unfortunate. Okay, well, it's done is done. And I'll probably wind up regretting that. I'm really not feeling that photo. Okay, so this was definitely more challenging than I expected it to be, and largely because of the crowds. But today I think the hard part for me was, whereas yesterday I had trouble like, you know, just taking a shot, like I was waiting because I didn't know if there'd be a better shot. This time I was trying to counteract that by taking, you know, certain shots that maybe I wouldn't have wanted to, and kind of not being patient enough. And as a result, I'm not really excited about pretty much any shots I got, except for maybe the stuff in Sensoji. But as for like the stuff just around Asakusa, I'm not as excited about it. So we'll see. Once the film gets back, obviously, we still got to get it developed. We could be completely proven wrong. I could be getting way too down on myself about it, but you know, we have like this cool area back here that might have been fun, but you know, it is what it is, lessons learned. And I was sure we did shoot the 50D today. We didn't mess that up. Swing back next week for the Ueno video. That'll do it. Take it easy.